1.
Welcome. On behalf of the Massachusetts Bar Association, I'm very pleased to present a short presentation regarding the Payroll Protection Program, or PPP loan program, a federal relief program available to small businesses as part of the recently passed CARES Act. My name is Matthew Mitchell. I'm chair of the Employment Law Group at the business law firm of Morse. I also lead the firm's working group that's assisting clients navigate various COVID-19 responses. We are certainly in extraordinary times. Lawyers and law firms hold a critically important position at this moment in history, as I can personally attest to. Individuals and businesses need our assistance to navigate the unprecedented challenges that the COVID-19 outbreak is presenting. As such, in at least my estimation, the legal industry has an ethical obligation to maintain business operations, to continue to help protect the rights and interests of our clients during these difficult times. This means, in turn, that it is fundamental that sole practitioners and law firms adopt strategies, including strategies related to government-sponsored business relief programs, to ensure that they can remain productive in an economic environment that is unprecedented in terms of challenges. This brings us to the topic of today's discussions, tips to secure the second round of the PPP loan program. I will focus my discussion in 3 parts. First, a brief general discussion of the PPP loan program and discussion of the law that expanded the PPP that was passed last evening by Congress. Second, the practical realities of round 2 of the PPP program. Third, tips for how sole practitioners and small law firms should apply for the PPP this time around. Okay, to begin, the PPP program generally and the round 2 expansion. Among the terms contained in the CARES Act are provisions authorizing the Small Business Administration, or the SBA, to temporarily guarantee loans under the PPP. In very broad and simplified terms, loans under the PPP program are available to eligible businesses. Eligibility is determined by 2 components. First, the applicant must qualify as a small business. This generally means businesses employing fewer than 500 employees. Second, the applicant must also certify upon pains of penalties that current economic uncertainty makes the loan request necessary to support the ongoing operations of the applicant. The PPP loans are 100% guaranteed by the Small Business Administration. PPP loans are processed through private lending institutions, meaning that applicants apply to private banks that are responsible for processing applications, obtaining SBA approval, and distributing loan proceeds. PPP loans are issued on favorable terms, 1% payable over 2 years. Under certain circumstances, PPP loans are forgivable. The loan converts to a tax-free grant under a complex set of rules and limitations. The first applications under the PPP were accepted on April 3rd. The original funding for the program was $349 billion. Multiple millions of applications were filed within the first few days of the program, causing significant processing bottlenecks. On April 16, the funds allocated for the program exhausted, and the PPP was suspended, leaving perhaps millions of loan applications pending. Last evening, April 23, Congress approved a $484 billion package in new emergency aid for small business, hospitals, and COVID-19 testing. Of particular note, the law, titled the Paycheck Protection Program Increase Act, includes an authorization for an additional $310 billion to replace the exhausted funds of the PPP. Of that amount, $60 billion is specifically reserved for small community banks to permit those lenders to process PPP loans for small businesses in underbanked and rural areas. The SBA's PPP loan application processing system, which is called eTran, is expected to recommence as early as today, Friday, April 24. In connection with the passage of the PPP Increase Act, on April 23, the Treasury Department issued further guidance with respect to PPP eligibility requirements. Specifically, the Treasury Department instructed as follows. All borrowers must assess their economic need for a PPP loan under the standard established by the CARES Act and the PPP regulations. Although the CARES Act suspends the ordinary requirement that borrowers must be unable to obtain credit elsewhere, borrowers still must certify in good faith that their PPP loan request is necessary. Specifically, before submitting a PPP application, all borrowers should review carefully the required certification that current economic uncertainty makes the loan request necessary to support the ongoing operations of the applicant. Borrowers must make this certification in good faith, taking into account their current business activity and their ability to access other sources of liquidity sufficient to support their ongoing operations in a manner that is not significantly detrimental to the business. This instruction appears to be in response to recent media reports that have criticized large, well-funded businesses for accepting loan proceeds, while local mom and pop businesses still await funding. Okay, now the hard reality of the PPP program. The additional $310 billion is not expected to satisfy the total demand remaining for the PPP program. Some estimates suggest that there is close to $1 trillion of remaining demand for the program. In addition, the Consumer Bankers Association, the trade organization that represents U.S. retail banking, estimates that given increased loan processing efficiencies implemented by banks in the last few weeks, round 2 of the PPP will have a burn rate of $100 billion per day. As such, even with the additional amounts authorized by the PPP Increase Act, it is expected that the PPP will again exhaust itself, most likely by early next week, leaving many qualified applicants again without access to funds. As a result, given an already enormous backlog of pending applications, it is evident that it will be very challenging for new applicants to obtain PPP loans in round 2. Given the controversy surrounding the program, it is unclear if there's political appetite to authorize additional funds for the program once round 2 exhausts. Now, how sole practitioners and small law firms should apply for the PPP this time around. Notwithstanding the challenges I just outlined, there are a few recommendations for new applicants. First and foremost, leverage existing relationships with your banks. Go to your existing bank now, today, and ask if they are still accepting new applications. Leverage contacts at your bank that may be able to assist in the application process. Second, be prepared. Make sure you have the basic information required to complete an application ready at hand. For example, the eligible loan amount is determined by calculating the applicant's average total monthly payroll costs. You will have to provide that calculation as part of your application. As such, you should prepare the calculation now so that you are not delayed in completing the application. A sample form of the PPP loan application may be found on the SBA and Treasury Department's websites. Familiarize yourself with the sample form so you are prepared to complete your bank's application form as soon as it is made available to you. Third, be creative in terms of lender selection. If your local bank is not immediately responsive, look to alternative lenders. The PPP Increase Act allocates specific funds to small community banks. Such banks may be receptive to applications from sole practitioners and small firms, particularly outside the Boston metropolitan area. In addition, the PPP program anticipates that non-bank and non-insured depository institutions may also originate PPP loans as soon as they are approved and enrolled in the program. Since the suspension of the first tranche of the PPP on April 16, the SBA has authorized several financial technology firms as lenders under the program, including PayPal, QuickBooks, Square, On Deck, Funding, Circle, Cabbage, and Bluevine. These non-traditional lending sources may be accepting applications now. I think I will stop now, as I believe I've covered the fundamental concepts of round 2 of the PPP. I hope this short presentation has been helpful to you. As a courtesy to my fellow Bar Association members, feel free to contact me should you have any questions. As they say, we're all in this together. Thank you.